Welcome to Cooperstown and the Hall of Fame's Today's Game exhibit. I'm Craig Muter, Director of Communications at the Hall of Fame. This is John Odell, our Senior Curator of History and Research, and we're doing New to the Hall today. All these artifacts just came into our collection before they're even accessioned, before they're even officially a part of the Hall of Fame. We get to take a look at them and tell you a little story about them. John, this is where it gets fun, because we get to see history really come right at us in Cooperstown.
This really is. This is history in the first person. We're the first people to get a chance to work with these after the history's been made, and our people here at the Hall, including you and Brad Horn, get in contact with the teams and say, history's been made. We would like to have a piece of that history here at the Hall of Fame to share with everybody. And the teams are, as always, have been just tremendous with us, and the players as well. So the first thing we have is Octavio Dotel's cap. Now, Octavio Dotel is one of those players you just keep hearing his name and you don't know why. And one of the reasons is because he's been around now for 14 years. But how many teams has he been on?
13 Major League teams. The Tigers were his 13th, a new record, right?
That's exactly right. He broke a record, so he's now the sole holder of that lucky 13th team. One of the things that's neat, when I was doing some research on Dotel, I didn't realize this, he has struck out more players in relief than any other pitcher in the 2000s. So that talks about what an important cog teams see Dotel in. He's been traded 6 times, signed as a free agent 6 times, and people just keep saying, he just gets guys out. I want him on my team. And last year he got a World Series ring for it.
And that's why he's still around, because he's still got that electric arm, and fans remember from what he did in the 2011 World Series with the Cardinals. An example, this is a great artifact. You don't have to be Mickey Mantle or Henry Aaron to be in the Hall of Fame. We want those artifacts that tell the whole story of the history of baseball.
That's right. It's not just Hall of Famers. It's not just no-hitters. We're going to get to that in a minute. It's all the guys who every day are going out and grinding and making history, and that's part of what we do here at the Hall of Fame, is talk about them too.
We'll talk about a grinder. Here's our next artifact. Paul Konerko, first baseman for Chicago White Sox, became the 48th player in big league history to hit 400 home runs. Did so April 25th against the A's. This is his jersey he was wearing when he hit his 400th home run. That's a significant milestone.
It's amazing. Everybody hears about the 500 home run hitters, and obviously that's a great milestone. But it's surprising how few, just 48 players, have hit 400 home runs. That's really not very many when you figure that over 17,000 players have played in the major leagues over the years. So 400 home runs, very elite. Paul Konerko still on the younger side, and very clearly on target for making a run at those 500 home runs as well. One of the great things about that home run, hit it under pressure, 9th inning home run, which tied the game for the White Sox.
And it's already gone to 401, I guess. So he's already making the path to 500. That's for sure.
Once you get past those milestones, players talk about how hard it is to get to the milestone, and then once they get to it, then easy sailing from then on.
Now, this jersey has not yet been accessioned, which means it has not been yet officially taken into the Hall of Fame archive. But one that has is behind us is this jersey that was worn during an NHL game has already been accessioned. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, this was given to us, or loaned to us rather, by the Montreal Canadiens. Now, you may remember that Gary Carter, when he was with the Expos, well beloved by the Expos fans. He loved Montreal. Montreal loved Gary Carter. They retired his number while he was there. And then this past winter, in honor of Gary Carter, during February, the Montreal Canadiens, all the players on the team, came out wearing Gary Carter sweaters for the warm-up skate at the beginning. After that warm-up skate was over, they pulled those off. They went up with their regular uniforms, but then all those sweaters were then auctioned off to support the Gary Carter Foundation, which goes towards the well-being of kids, especially with regards to greater children's literacy.
Gary Carter passed away on February 16th. We miss him already in Cooperstown, a legendary Hall of Famer. And this piece will be in our Today's Game exhibit all summer. Right. And these pieces too, they'll go into today's game exhibit right here in the center of the locker room here.
Right.
As soon as they get accessioned.
That's right. They'll go with the accessioning process. We photograph everything thoroughly. We make sure we know exactly what they look like, all the distinguishing characteristics of them. We register them. We put them into our databases here, and then add numbers to them so that we know exactly which bat, ball, glove, hat, jersey they are. And then they go straight into here so that everybody can enjoy them. We try to do that as quickly as we can. Once the year is out, then we take all the items that are in the This Year in Baseball section and disperse them into the other lockers all around the locker room here so that we can keep up with about the last 10 years of history for all 30 of Major League Baseball clubs.
You want to talk about history and perfect history? Here we go right here. Phil Humber, April 21, pitched the 21st perfect game in big league history. We just got his cap and a ball from the game.
Just a tremendous experience. Some pitchers you expect, you know that any day they go out. When Sandy Koufax went out, any day he could go out, he could throw a perfect game or a no-hitter. With Nolan Ryan, any day you could experience a no-hitter. With Phil Humber, you didn't know you were going to get. This was, I think, the 39th or 40th time he had gone out as a starter, had never pitched a complete game ever before in his career, and the gods of baseball smiling on him that day, touched his arm, he threw a perfect game. So it's really an amazing confluence of great events and more than a little luck to be able to throw a perfect game. But Phil Humber now is immortal right here in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It has been a great month for the White Sox and Tigers, and we're only 1 month into the 2012 season. Can't wait to see what we have coming in May. Stop by and visit us in Cooperstown or check us on the web at baseballhall.org.